Hello, friends. Welcome back. This week, I want to talk about something that I've struggled with a lot, which is kind of getting home from work, being in a slump, feeling kind of drained from the day, like mentally, emotionally. And, in that state, it's really easy for me to just sink into the couch and start scrolling on my phone. And this can last for hours and eat up most of my evening. Um, so recently, I've started trying to come up with a way to not do that. And I've developed this after work routine that is ADHD friendly. And it's something that I wanted to share with you guys in the hopes that maybe somebody else will get some benefit from it too. So, yeah, let's get into it. There's kind of three parts to it. First, I'll preface this with drink some water. Get home, drink a glass of water, and you'll be amazed at how much energy you might get back just from doing that alone. And that's not even part of this, that's just kind of a bonus tip, so you're welcome. The first thing of these three parts is movement. And I've done some tweaking here, I've kind of changed up the order. So this might work for you. This might be something that you can play around with and, find a better version of. But right now, what I've settled on is movement comes first. So I get home, I put in my headphones, I put on a hype song, and I spend, 3 to 5 minutes just moving around, jumping around like an idiot, dancing like nobody's watching, which, by the way, I have made completely sure that they're not. And if you want to see what this looks like, if you want an example, let me know in the comments, and I will let you know that I will not be doing it. But it doesn't have to be that. You don't have to jump around, you don't have to dance around. I feel like getting that much movement, getting that much energy into my body is really helpful for me. But for you, it could be something as simple as going out and taking a walk, going out for a 5 minute walk, whether that's, being mindful, being calm, enjoying your surroundings, or you might put on a song or put on a podcast or find something to listen to that kind of helps you calm down, helps you, relax a little bit. And then for me, the second thing I move into is journaling. Whether it's been a stressful day and I still have things that I'm kind of like, processing, things that I'm still thinking about from the workday, or whether there's things just from my life that have been on my mind, this is my opportunity to sit down for a few minutes and just kind of get all those things out of my head, get those things onto paper. And that really kind of helps me clear my mind. And this might be something that's more ADHD specific because I have so many thoughts bouncing around in my head. And if that's something that you struggle with, then this might be a helpful exercise. So get out a piece of paper, get out a document, and just journal for a little bit. Put down, anything that's still lingering from the workday or anything that's going on in your life that has been weighing on you. And if neither of those things apply, then, maybe take a couple minutes just to refocus on things that you're grateful for, things that are good that happen during the day. And what I've found as time goes on is that I tend to skew more towards the gratitude side of things. So if there are things that have been weighing on me, oftentimes it's something that's been bothering me for a while. But if I wrote it in my journal yesterday or the day before or both, it's probably not as big a deal today. So the longer you do this, the more you get caught up with those backlogged stresses, the more you'll kind of realize, there's nothing bad on my mind. I'm trying to think of things that worry me and I'm not finding anything. And that's where you might skew more towards looking for things to be grateful for and kind of moving towards the positive at that point. And this is also, for me, a great time to kind of refocus on what do I want to do this evening? What do I want to get done tonight? And writing about that and just getting that down on paper, one, helps me organize. It helps me, solidify those plans. And second, putting them down on paper just makes them more real. It helps them stick in my mind if they weren't there already. And the third thing I do is I rest a little bit. After I've kind of moved my body and gotten some energy back into my body physiologically, after I've cleared my mind with journaling, I lay down for a few minutes. This is a good time for a nap if you like naps, but not for too long because you don't want to wake up groggy again. I found for me, about 10 minutes, maybe up to 15 is kind of the sweet spot. And if I lay down for longer than that, then I'll be groggy when I get back up. And If you don't feel like napping, if you don't fall asleep easily, this is a good time for a short guided meditation or a yoga nidra session. And a lot of the time, that's what I do. Is I'll put in my headphones, I'll find a yoga nidra meditation on YouTube, and I'll listen to that. I'll find a 10 or 15 minute one, and I'll lay down and I'll have that on. And a lot of the time, I do end up dozing off and getting that power nap that I wanted. And if I fall asleep, cool, that's restful. And if I don't fall asleep and I'm just following along with this yoga nidra session, cool, also still restful. Also, closing down my eyes, letting my eyes and my body just relax for 10 or 15 minutes really does do wonders. And if yoga nidra sounds too spiritual for you, if you're someone who is triggered by the word yoga, you can look up non sleep deep rest. And that is kind of in a similar vein. It's scientifically backed and it's very similar to yoga nidra. And it's something that I've just found really helpful. Just getting that little rest, that little recharge helps get me ready for the rest of the evening. And then from there, the world is your oyster. You can move into whatever it is that you want to get done that night, whatever it is you have to do. And having taken these, 10, 15, 20 minutes to just kind of take care of yourself, to reset, if you're anything like me, you'll find that it's been super helpful. And for me, for example, what my next steps look like is usually after I'm getting up from that guided yoga nidra session, I still have my headphones in, I've relaxed, I'll just stand up, I'll turn my lights back on, and I'll start playing music, because after that, what I usually move into is I'll do my workout. And since I've already have the headphones on, I can just put on my gym playlist, and then that just starts to rebuild that energy back up. And then I get out there and it's easy for me to keep that momentum going, feeling fresh, feeling energized. I get out there and I do my workout. And then after that, I'm usually more likely to make my dinner as opposed to ordering out or going to get food. And just in general, going through this routine puts me in a place where I tend to make much better decisions throughout the night, as opposed to when I'm sitting and scrolling, where suddenly I realize, oh shit, 2 hours have gone by, and now I'm running out of time for my evening. If I want to eat my dinner, I'm gonna order something because now it's been so long and I don't feel like cooking and it feels like it's gonna take too much time. I'm probably gonna skip my workout because I feel again like I'm running out of time. And so it's really nice to just cut that all off. I'm in a much better place to make good decisions for the rest of the evening, and it has made a huge difference for me. All right, so that's it. That's my after work routine to kill the doom scrolling habit, and it has helped me immensely. So I hope you like this video. I hope it's helpful for you. If you did like it, subscribe to see my videos in the future. Send it to all your friends because I'm sure that they're going to like it too. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, leave them in the comments down below. And finally, if you want to help me help more people, you can do all the things above. You can subscribe, you can comment, you can share the video, or you can just leave a like down below. And that'll help get my face in front of more people. And hopefully those are people who are going to benefit from seeing this video. So again, thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you next time.